Hey guys, it's the Arty Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Okay guys, you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Come on. Mmm. Yes, lovely. Okay, going on. My Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you are new here today and you're into gaming retrospectives, complete unboxed experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you are enjoying the artsy gamer mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course, just pop on your notification bell, powered by Tails there. Well, a few videos ago, we had a look at my gaming collection and where they're all stored, actually, funnily enough, in the backdrop there in my big cabinet. And as we were going through them, I dragged out my big box of Pokemon cards. And what fell out? Well, my awesome magazines. And I kind of completely forgot I had these, actually. They were resting on my backdrop in earlier YouTube videos when I was first starting out. And then, of course, I got a little bit, arty-farty, and created a bit more of an aesthetic look, actually, I would say, with my sub now, like button and notification bell. So actually these came down and I actually just shoved them in my Pokemon card box collection. And to be honest with you, I've been meaning to actually present these to the channel. I just actually forgot about them, and I've got quite a few. Yes, I've got these, but I've got a few actually resting at my parents' house as well. But these are the two that I've got with me at the moment. And I thought, you know what, actually, let's get a little bit, well, comicified, Batmanified, whatever you want to call it, Suicide Squadified.
Wow, comicified, Batmanified, whatever you want to call it, Suicide Squadified.
And we'll take a look at these lovely comics today. Yeah. Now, guys, when I actually look for comics, and I'm not a massive comic collector, absolutely not. But like I said, I've got a few here and a few at my parents' house because, again, storage is a little bit of an issue here. But I often look for comics that have a game representative, if that makes sense. For example, Batman. Yes, I love playing the Batman games. Oh, they are so fantastic, especially those Lego ones as well. Oh my God, on the PlayStation 3, yeah, second to none. Really, really awesome. I love the Batman games. So of course, I do actually enjoy getting a little comic to go with it. Same with Suicide Squad, although the recent Suicide Squad game wasn't the best, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, here we go. We've got a lovely Suicide Squad as well. Wolverine. Yes, I know, unfortunately, Wolverine isn't out yet, but please, please, please let it come. I'm fingers crossed it's going to be sometime very, very soon. But yes, I've got a few Wolverine ones. Spider-Man as well. Absolutely. I don't even know why the Spider-Man aren't with me here at the moment. But yeah, a few Spider-Man comics because I'm a massive Spider-Man fan when it comes to gaming. So yes, absolutely. So I do like to do that. I do like to get a bit of a comic alongside some of my games. So yeah, I need to get them back. I really, really do. They're only quite thin, aren't they? So I could probably find a space here. So I'll have to go back to my parents' house and actually get a lot of my older ones there. But nevertheless, we've got a Batman and a Suicide Squad one here today. So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's open them up and just have a flick through some of the pages. Of course, I'm not going to sit there and read you the whole comic. We'll be here all day. But you know the artsy gamer vibe. We'll just stop on a few pages where the artwork really captures my eye and again might inspire some of you for your artwork, etc. But also what I found really cool actually this week, and what maybe gave me a bit more inspiration to present this to you today, was coming off the back of the Metal Gear Solid PlayStation 2 pickup that I picked up actually over the Christmas period. And I didn't realize how beautiful this manual was, and it is presented like a comic. Yeah, so I will just quickly show you again, guys, if you haven't seen that video, but of course, please do. It is a really great video, actually. But yeah, I mean, the manual here is, wow, words cannot describe how giddy I was when I actually just opened up this manual and then there was like a full-blown comic inside this bad boy. But if I just show you a few pages here, but I mean, you know, come on. Look how fantastic this is. And I think that just kind of, yeah, maybe I got a bit of a subconscious feeling in the back of my mind, and maybe that's why I wanted to bring out some of the comics to you today. So yeah, look at this though, come on. Just absolutely top notch. What a manual this is. Yeah, just really, really lovely colors, artwork, anime vibe is really, really beautiful here. And yeah, I thought, why not? Let's whack out the comics that I've got here today. So yeah, there we go. And I know I have actually got a few fans of the channel that do actually collect comics, as well. So this video definitely might appeal to them. Okay, then, well, we'll start with Batman, of course, here. So I do like to keep my comics in the slips. It just keeps them in nick, doesn't it, really? It prevents the whole kind of like small tears that you often see on the sides and the fraying and stuff like that. So I do like to keep them in the plastic slips. And there's a little bit of a pull tab. Yeah. I do like to have that there again because it prevents this kind of like flapping open and stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. So I just like to keep them in these plastic things. I don't buy these separately. These actually come with the manuals.
Manuals.
Magazines or comics, whatever you want to call them. But you probably can actually get some stuff online, Amazon, etc. Because actually, as well, to hand here, I did want to show you this as well. I actually keep all of my gaming magazines in a lovely plastic slip as well, but these didn't come in the plastic slip they are in. I did actually buy these separately, and yes, I actually bought these from Tesco. These are great actually, and there is a little bit of a zip there as well because I do like to put the demo disc alongside the magazine. And again, guys, I have actually done a full video on this magazine and the others that I've got, so definitely check them out down below. That was when I was actually first starting out on YouTube, so there may be quite a few subscribers now that don't actually realize that I do actually collect gaming magazines from back, you know, way ago. So I would like to maybe revisit some of these for some of the new subscribers. Yeah, because guys, we are nearly at 400 subs. Can you believe? Right then, okie dokie. So, gosh, let's take a sip of coffee, guys. I've been talking way too much here. And we want to get looking at the lovely art and graphic design in this fantastic comic. So come on. Okay, baby, let's go. So starting off with the Batman one then, and oh yeah, just look at that fantastic piece to whet your appetite to get going and flicking through this magazine. I keep calling it a magazine, comic. Would you call this a magazine and a comic flippantly? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, just look at the lovely greens there that are used. Batman just giving it large. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I'm not going to give it the artsy gamer, you know, slashes, gashes, fire, etc., because I will be here all day. I do just want to just give this a little bit of a flick through and just pause on some really awesome stuff here. But I mean, come on, that front cover just says, yeah, let's go, pick me up and read this thing. So yeah, how badass is that? And again, pristine copy here. No, you know, no scuffs, no nothing like that. This was bought brand new, not secondhand or anything. No finger indentation. So yeah, very happy to have this in my collection. But okay, here we go then. So just flicking through this lovely, lovely piece that I have got here. Okay, you know, here we go. The colors are absolutely, oh my God, I am actually missing a page here. But like I said, I will just a brief flick through here. But yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. And again, I believe the colors, you know, just subtly change through each scene, which is nice. Very orangey here. It really does set the scene really nice. And then kind of, yeah, fading into a more blue and green, which is really nice. Look at that. Now that is actually really stunning there. Oh, yeah, really, really lovely. Wow. Oh, wow. And I just love how comics just separate their art into these smaller boxes. I really do appreciate that, actually. I often find if I'm just presented with a big kind of like A4 piece of paper, I am a little bit overwhelmed as to where to actually start my piece. nice. So I do like it how comics are just in these separate boxes, and then you can kind of really go to town with where you want each character to go, where you want the lighting, where you want the writing, and yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier to manage, and that's just my opinion. And I would actually like to do maybe like a really cool comic strip at some point for the channel, maybe combining a few, yeah, gaming characters. Maybe there could be like a really fun collaboration. I have got a one in mind actually, where I would like to do maybe SpongeBob meets The Simpsons. That would be quite cool in some sort of comic fashion. That would be quite nice. But oh my god, okay, we might just take a little stop on this bit here. Wow, oh wow, just look at that. He is so menacing, isn't he? The way he's just looking down that camera there, literally with his like head just ripped apart, and he's almost like bionic arm there, just absolutely electrifying everything behind him. Is really, really awesome there, isn't it? Wow. And it's almost like burnt marks. Yeah, damn. I really do like that more darker aesthetic that has gone for this page. Really awesome. Yeah, fantastic. And then whoa. Okay, yeah, this is something, yeah, a little bit different now. For Robin there coming in. Look at that flash of pink. You know I do like a good old flash of pink there, and wow, that is definitely up my vibe. Really lovely. Robin just upside down there, shooting down. Oh, really, really awesome. I do love that. That is fantastic. And again, just flicking through this. Wow, okay, now this is actually more of a poster, I would say here. We've got less of those boxes, and it's actually presented in one big kind of like double page spread there. Just second to none. The artwork in this is unreal. It really is. Wow. And I believe this is something where I would just say, yeah, pause the camera if that's going to inspire some of your art pieces. Definitely. Just look at that. Look at those eyes as well, just lighting up. Yeah, the scene there. I would say most of the light is coming from that character's eyes there, isn't it? Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, really lovely. And again, quite a dark aesthetic to this. Dark greens, really kind of like darky, muggy greys. Yeah, really nice. Lovely, lovely piece here. Great. And of course, just flicking through again. Oh, and here he is, Batman himself coming in. Oh, Robin, we love Robin. Yeah, really lovely. Oh, fantastic. And I would actually say this is displayed again as more of an art piece. You know, these boxes are not so much kind of that comic look now. It is almost like, yeah, a transition into a next, with those lovely flows of colors there from like purpley blues into blacks, then lighter blues into lighter greens. Really lovely. Wow, oh wow. They do know how to put a fantastic comic together, don't they? Really great. And yeah, let's just hold up Batman there. There he is. Lovely. Ready to rock, isn't he? He's ready to rock. So brilliant. Oh, these are cool. I like this actually. Oh, Wonder Woman, baby. Just look at that. Wow. Very, very nice. Loving this. And again, we've got a lovely collection here of characters, which is really cool. I would say actually it feels like more of a an old-fashioned style of artwork there, which is really nice. Love that look and the way that they are presented there. Very, very awesome. I do like this. All right, and again, just flicking through, back into more of the traditional comic style now. Wow. Ooh, yeah, very, very big piece here. And Batman's just been knocked out, hasn't he? Have you seen that massive punch there as he jets it down into his cheek? Batman's cheek is just got ricocheted off to the side, and we've got a bit of blood there kind of like coming through. Wow, that's a really awesome shot there, isn't it? Just take a look at that. And again, please feel free to pause the camera at any stage. Wow, oh wow, very, very nice. I do like that. Oh, there's some funny shots, isn't there? Some funny shots. Oh, I like this. I do like the text there. That's quite nice. Yeah, it just breaks it up a little bit, doesn't it? Breaks it up. Very cool. Really nice. Love this. Absolutely. I really do enjoy just looking at the artwork in a lot of my magazines and comics. And again, that's what inspires me. It really is. Because it is hard to just kind of just draw from the head, for me anyway. I do have to get nuggets of information here and there, and that's what I like to do. I like to collect a lot of these things, this style of art. That's my bag. And then yeah, it really does kind of give me ideas, tips and tricks to then go away and create my own stuff. So yeah, that's why I always recommend just collecting a few bits and bobs like this, like games with manuals, to be able to help you do that. Absolutely. That's if you're interested in kind of like the gaming art style, of course. But Wonder Woman again. Man, look at her. Wow, aesthetics have really changed now. We've gone into like a really cool, awesome blue with a lovely, like, yeah, white yellow effect behind her to really draw the eye into her there with that awesome shield. Wow, she's going to be flicking that, isn't she? Really awesome. She is jumping into her next scene, isn't she? Wow. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, lovely. Really nice. Oh, wow. I do like that more kind of like old fashioned look as well, as Robin is just kind of jumping over there with Batman ahead of him. Really awesome. Again, the pops of colour there is really great. In fact, they want Robin to stand out there, don't they? It actually is more of like a watercolour effect there. Very, very subtle pale colours, but then the brightness of Robin is the character that they want you to focus on, isn't it? Wow, just look at that. Beautiful, beautiful piece here. Really great. Yeah, Robin and Batman. Whoa, colours, colours, colours. Yeah, spot on. Wow, oh, wow. Oh, damn. Oh, that's actually a really nice piece there, isn't it? Look at Batman there. Again, a slightly different art style, I would say. Wow. Yeah, that is really up my street. Really awesome. Using more kind of like a spikier look, I would say, to Batman there to really, I don't know, maybe giving more of an angry vibe, a menacing vibe. Who is he about to take out? Who knows? But he looks pissed. But yeah, really lovely. Wow, oh wow. Yeah, the colours here are second to none. Really well printed, actually, I would say. These aren't kind of like cheap magazines that you might find in, I don't know, your local supermarket. I have found these in proper kind of like vintage, retro kind of like stores. Not so much, CEX. No, 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 no. For people abroad, sometimes a lot of people say, you could go to CEX. You could do it. No, it is really just kind of like old games coming, and that they resell them on. They don't really go into kind of this kind of vibe. So there is a place in another town that I go to. It is a really like almost like a family run store, and they sell the whole kind of like collectibles, these comics, Dungeons and Dragon books, that kind of vibe. A lot of Funko Pop heads. It's kind of those quirkier kind of stores that I get these from. Yes, of course you can pick them up online. I'm sure you can, but I do like to just actually go to the store and have a little rummage around. It's really fun to do, and again, just actually hold the physical copy in your hand and really explore the artwork that's on front of the comic. And that is kind of then is the decider. Is that piece there going to make me pull it in, or actually no, move on to the next one to see what it is? Yeah, so I do actually like to go and visit these stores in person. And it's just a nice little thing to do if I've got a bit of time on the weekend, and maybe I've finished my gaming session and I've got a bit of time on my hands, and I want to go and actually maybe get some content for my art to help me. Then yeah, going to those kind of like family run stores is so up my vibe. Yeah, that's if you've got one, you know, local or near you. So yeah, and then just finishing off there on the back there. Oh yeah, there's the Suicide Squad there. And then yeah, just finishing off on the back there. Oh, that's quite a nice piece there. That's really cool. Love, love, love that. Wow, oh wow. So yeah, that's my Batman comic. Very, very happy to have this in my collection. And again, yeah, very, very pristine copy. And again, like I said, you know, you go into these stores and these price very cheap, guys. You know, they're nothing at all, really. Gosh, you may be paying for the most £5. I've seen going like maybe 20p for some of them. That's how cheap some of them can go for, because they've got stacks and stacks of them in this store that I go to anyway. And I don't know, maybe they're looking to get rid of them. I really don't know why they some of them can go so cheaply. So yeah, maybe I should look to head back there and find a few more to show to the channel, because I think they are really cool. Again, great to help for inspiration and maybe something that might help you. And that's obviously what I want to provide, guys. Well, okay, we'll have a quick flick through the Suicide Squad now. You know, we'll take a quick sip of coffee before it gets cold. You know, come on, join me. Lovely. So same vibe. It is just like a pull tab at the top here. And again, we're just going to open up the seal. And again, original plastic, but I'm sure you can probably get some other plastic seals if you are looking to protect your comic. And then, yeah, Suicide Squad. Okay. And I think the reason why I picked this one up, because just look at the front cover, man. Like, wow, oh, wow. And I would actually say this actually looks a little bit better than the Batman one. This has got everything going for it, hasn't it? It has got fire. It has got explosions. It has got, like, awesome dragon things. It has got like a really cool guy in the middle, just giving it large with a big kind of like alien like wrapped around him. Like, what the hell? So awesome. And then we've kind of got like dark, like, I don't know, what would you call it? Yeah, alien tentacles and horns and eyes, and just up my vibe. And we've even got a katana just to the side there, if you know, if you notice. It's just something that wherever you look, you'll find something different. And I love that about these kind of busy art styles, actually. No matter how many times you pick up that comic, I'm pretty sure you will find something else displayed in this lovely art piece. And I really do dig that. So yeah. And of course, we'll just take a flick through. I'm not going to stop on every page, just a little bit of a flick. And if there's anything that really catches my eye that I think might inspire you and me, then I'll hold it up to the camera. So yeah, here we go. Then the Suicide Squad. Guys, I actually was quite pumped to get Suicide Squad on the PlayStation 5, but I'm actually glad I didn't, because reviews for that game, unfortunately, were really, really bad. It was a little bit clunky. I think it was a little bit rushed in development, and yeah, it just wasn't my bag, unfortunately. And that was a real shame, because yeah, I kind of maybe had, you know, gone ahead, got the comic there kind of ready for Suicide Squad, but unfortunately it didn't live up to expectations, so I didn't actually go and don't get the game, unfortunately. But I have got obviously an awesome comic to show for it. So wow, oh wow, okay, baby. Now this is screaming. Yeah. Damn it. Look at this. Okay. Electrifying explosions there. I would say, wow, just like enemies attacking each other in the background. Something has seriously gone wrong here in this universe, and people are having to try and figure out what is going on here. But just look at that art style. Brilliant. And again, I think this deserves maybe just a hold there if anyone wants to screenshot this. But yeah, really, really wonderful. How fantastic is that? I love the transition from that really deep orangey yellow into the blue, then into the really nice whiter yellows there, which is really cool. Really just draws the eye from one page to the other. And then you were seeing that man there in just agony. So yeah, wow, oh wow, oh wow, yeah, fantastic. And again, I would say this is actually more of an art piece now, not so much the typical comic. wow, you know, you could have this as a poster, couldn't you? Photocopy that and have that in your backdrop. Wow. And I just love actually how this character here has really come to life with that lovely, I would say, white border around him. He is bordered in a white effect, but it's all kind of like pixelated with those shards flying around him. That's really cool. So they obviously want the eye to be drawn to this character here. What is he doing? You know, is he there to help or is he there to cause mess? Probably mess. Really awesome. Big fire explosion down there. It looks like he's jetting it out of his mouth there or something, but that is really cool. And fire just coming up really, really wonderfully in smoke and just absolute, what would you call it? Well, flames. I was hoping for a better word than flames, but yeah, there we go. Flames just cascading up the artwork there. Just really lovely. What a piece. Wow. There's that Wonder Woman again, really lovely. Oh, there we go. That's quite a nice piece as well. Again, a bit of a tone drop now. Has everything calmed down? Judging by the colours there, maybe. But yeah, really wonderful. I just absolutely love how comics do that. It really does make your emotions jump from one to the next, which is really nice and really like fun. Is why you're like, whoa, and then you're like, oh, and then you're like, whoa, and like, ah. So yeah, comics do that. They really, really do. Just by the use of colours. Yeah. Yeah, just look at that. Really awesome. The Joker, baby. Didn't notice that, but yeah, there we go. Look at the Joker. I mean, yes, not Suicide Squad, but Batman here. I think it is just like advertising a few things in between the actual story of Suicide Squad here. But yeah, look at the Joker. How blooming awesome is that? We love the Joker. I love the green effect of his hair and then that like real awesome purple smile. Yeah, really great. And whoa, I love this pink here. And again, I would say, again, more of an art piece, guys. I would say this is actually more of a show off of their artwork that they have used here. You know, they really are just displaying their art so wonderfully through actually, I would say, art pieces more than a magazine now and comic. Just look at that. I love, again, actually, we've gone for kind of, we've got one big strong arm there and actually more of a powerful arm. He's got some sort of, I would know, you know, like spell ability or whatever to really take down the enemy in some sort of pink electric flash, which is great. And again, he seems in a pretty bad way. I think it's probably just being taken out by this guy. So yeah, really lovely. Just look at that. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, really. And I love his stance there as well. He's just coming in. He's just jetting in, isn't he? He's just about to crash land. I love that. Really awesome. And again, just limbs flying off there. Nice. Really great stuff. Yeah, and again, kind of going back to more towards the classic comic now. But I do like how they've done that there. They've actually got like a big kind of like art piece, and then they put their individual blocks on. So rather than it being just like a white background, they've got one big lovely art piece, and then the rest of the images are displayed on that. So that's really cool. I do appreciate that. It is just a style, but I like it. And just again, just flicking through. Yeah, we've already seen a few of these pages on the Batman one. Ooh, that's quite nice. Yeah, Catwoman there. That's quite subtle, isn't it? Going into more of that like black and white effect now. More a bit calming. Is she just done for the day? She's taking off her cat suit there. That's pretty cool. I do like that actually. And I quite dig black and white art. Absolutely. I'm not all about the colours and stuff. I mean, well, maybe I am. But, you know, it is nice to actually just sit back and appreciate some black and white stuff. Absolutely. And I know I have got a few artists that watch my channel that actually do draw in pencil. They are pencil artists. Again, I'll say his name. David Adam Richards is a great pencil artist. So I know he actually appreciates kind of more grey kind of colours there, which is really, really nice. So yeah, and I believe he is maybe looking to redo some of his Harry Potter pencil arts. So that'll be really cool. And again, I would love to bring that to the channel. Absolutely. Lovely big flashes of green there. I love flashes of green. Very, gives me Splinter Cell vibes as always. And yeah, ooh, this is quite a nice one. Again, mixing up the colours again, going into more of a peachy, yeah, yellowy white there, which is really nice. I do like that. Very cool, very effective. Whoa, nice. Is that Batman there? Yeah, wow. Ooh, baby. Really lovely. She seems a bit shocked. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Is he like holding like a skull or something? Has he just found like a skull there? That's pretty cool. I do like that. He's just kind of like, yeah, there looking at it. What's he going to do next? Really cool. Oh, nice. Again, I would say maybe more of like an older art style here. Brilliant. Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're very dark, this one actually, very dark. Nice. And again, sadly, coming to the end there of our Suicide Squad comic. And again, same image that is printed on the back there. But yeah, there we go, guys. I just thought it would mix up a little bit today, actually taking a look through some of my comics that I've got. And I would like to show more because, yes, it is the Artsy Gamer. I do like to show lots of different art styles to help inspire your next art piece, absolutely. So yeah. And again, yes, I would like to maybe redo some of my gaming magazine videos for this channel. Like I said at the start, I know there are a few new subscribers now that may have missed out on these videos, or they would just like maybe an updated Artsy Gamer video on these, yeah. And I kind of just did what I did with those magazines. I kind of flicked through them and just stopped on some really awesome art pieces that, yeah, stood out for me as a gamer and an artist and what may help you. But yeah, I really do love these magazines. I pick these up from Vinted, actually. I haven't seen any of these in some of my kind of, yeah, little arcadey, gamey stores, family-run things. I haven't seen any of these in there. Sorry, I'm sure there are other places that do them, but I think Vinted for me is the one. I've got 3 of these in my collection now, and of course I would like to add more, so of course definitely stay tuned to the Artsy Game for, yeah, more mess and madness. But yeah, there we go, guys. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a different video today. Again, mainly because this really did inspire me, this lovely manual that is involved with Metal Gear Solid 2. It did just give me a comic vibe, and I was like, yes, absolutely. Now is the time to go and show you these comics that I've got, and then hopefully maybe more if I manage to pick some up from my parents' house. So yeah, because like I said, storage is a little bit of an issue for me, hence why I did that kind of like storage collection video the other day, just to see and show you where I am in terms of, how I'm collecting my games and where I'm storing them. So yeah. All right then, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video today. I certainly did. And that is me for today, the Artsy Gamer. And of course, I will see you in tomorrow's TikTok live and YouTube video. Over and